Caleb, my understanding is that you subscribe to the Marshawn Lynch school of run through a bleep bleep's face.
Yeah, I've always had that mentality ever since I met him, ever since I really saw him, So it's not just him. I believe in Derrick Henry too. That's really a guy that, I rely my game after. And, that saying too. So I'm not going to say it, but that saying too.
You
and
can say it with
like,
a bleep.
run through that face, yeah. Yeah. So, so.
When you watch you mentioned Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
When you watch what running backs did this year and how important they were to so many good teams, does it do anything for you?
Yeah, I feel like, it really, opens up the running backs even more. Not just me, just all the RBs, and just giving us another shot. So because the running backs were starting to get very, very devalued, and with Saquon and Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, all them great backs are really just standing out again and really showing that running back, the RBs really matter and they're really valuable.
Did any of the teams that you met with really question whether you're a 3-down back?
Yeah, a lot of them did, but I had to let them know myself because I wanted to tell them and let them know that I just don't want to be the first or second down back. I want to be a 3rd down back, 4th down back, and be reliable on 4th and 1 or 3rd downs or in bad or good situations.
Well, how's your pass pro?
So that's something I got to work on. That's something I got to work on, in all honesty. And I'm willing to work wherever team I go to. I'm willing to work, stay after, be the first one and last one out, stand and just hitting and just showing what I can do, actually.
I appreciate the honesty.
Of course.
So Cowboys, Raiders, Texans, Giants, Steelers.
Yep.
Are those all the formal interviews? Did I miss any?
Yeah, you missed Ravens, Colts, Broncos. I think that's it.
Okay, which of those head coaches had the best handshake?
I can name. They all did.
Everybody had a good handshake?
Everybody had a good, firm handshake.
Which coach asked the most interesting question?
Probably the Ravens. They probably asked some very very really question my character and really try to throw me off. So it was kind of weird, but at the same time it was out of respect. And I get what they were trying to do. So
could they throw you off?
No, I don't want nobody to throw me off.
Well, good for you. All right, we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
I'm gonna name 2 running backs at a time.
Okay.
And you pick one.
Okay.
LaShawn McCoy or Frank Gore?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore or Chris Johnson?
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson or Zeke?
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson or Christian McCaffrey?
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson or Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Chris Johnson or Marshawn Lynch? Oh, sorry.
Okay. We're not live. Okay.
Derrick Henry or Marshawn Lynch?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry or Adrian Peterson?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Derrick Henry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I love Adrian Peterson. That's like my second favorite running back. It's Derrick Henry, Adrian Peterson, Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk. Then it goes on. So
we should have done old school running backs then too, clearly.
It's good though.
Let's build the ultimate running back.
Let's do it.
I give you a trait. You tell me whose you want to put on this running back. I can't say this sentence, but you know what I'm saying here.
Okay.
All right, let's build the ultimate running back. Whose size goes on this running back?
Derrick Henry.
Whose speed?
Saquon Barkley.
Whose agility?
No. Back.
Oh.
Back. Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson. Whose agility?
Saquon Barkley.
Whose vision?
Christian McCaffrey.
Whose pass catching ability?
Christian McCaffrey.
Who's pass pro? Who's a blocker who blows people up?
Marshall Faulk.
Who's toughness?
Derrick Henry.
Who's swagger?
Derrick Henry.
All right.